They started out with Priuses and then expanded to black cars. Now, if Uber has its way, one day when you hail a rideshare here in North Texas, you might get a flying car. Uber only selected 2 cities for this flying car project, Dubai and Dallas. NBC5's Kevin Coakley is live in Dallas with how Uber plans to bring flying cars to Texas. Kevin?
That's right, Brian. It may not be long now before you can call up your own personal air taxi using nothing more than your smartphone. Uber and Bell Helicopter are now teaming up to develop the air taxi, with Dallas chosen as the first city in this country to do it. The air taxi might look something like this, but it's still several years away. Hundreds of people are in Dallas this week to hear about this project. Eventually, Uber envisions a fleet of nearly 1,000 air taxis in Dallas-Fort Worth alone, able to move about 200,000 people every day.
Even goes all the way back to the Wright brothers, where they wanted to develop a transportation solution that people could use every day in their normal life. And finally, the technologies are ready.
So really, it's about providing mobility to more people, providing aviation and making that more accessible to people across the area, across the world who can't access it today.
By going up, we can get off the ground gridlock and be able to have much faster travel.
So I think it's exciting for Dallas-Fort Worth area, both from the standpoint of being a starting point for the service itself, which will provide mobility to people in this area, but also for the potential for the economy as well.
You know, based in Fort Worth, Bell Helicopter says it's still far too early to talk about where these things are going to be built or whether it might lead to new jobs at Bell Helicopter. Either way, they expect to have a prototype up and running in about 3 years in time for testing in the year 2020. Live.
I just heard that Uber plans on flying self-flying drones as taxis to beat the city traffic. If you summon an Uber in 10 years' time, you'll probably get a car that drives itself. But then again, you may not be traveling in a car at all. These taxis are working on technology that would allow airborne passenger drones like this to fly short distances around the city, and has emerged, raising the prospect for the future, which is in skylines, dotted with Uber aircraft shuttling commuters back and forth to work. Commuters back and forth, like head Seoul technology website records the company is researching vertical VTOL, takeoff and landing, VTOL technology, instead of the helicopter-style rotoblade drones. VTOL aircraft have fixed wings like an airplane, enabling them to fly silently while taking off vertically and landing. I'll leave a link below.